One of the reasons that we're seeing so many tragedies being reported out of Nepal. It also, Ghazali, take us through the kind of aircrafts that are used. They could be very small planes.
नेपाल में एक बड़ा हादसा हुआ है। काठमांडू से पोखरा जाने वाले प्लेन को हादसे का शिकार होना पड़ा। प्लेन को उस टाइम पे हादसा हुआ जब वो टेक ऑफ कर रहा था। आज हमारे पास इंटरनेशनल मीडिया की एक रिपोर्ट आई है जिसमें प्लेन की सीसीटीवी फुटेज आई हुई है। प्लेन कैसे क्रैश हुआ इसको देखेंगे और फिर आपके साथ इसके बारे में डिटेल से बात करते हैं, क्योंकि ये प्लेन जो है वो उड़ते हुए जाके गिरा है जमीन पे, जिसके अंदर पायलट बच चुके हैं और 18 के करीब लोग जो है वो इसके अंदर जाम बहक हो चुके हैं। रिपोर्ट देखेंगे फिर आपके साथ इसके बारे में बात करते हैं।
One of the reasons that we're seeing so many tragedies being reported out of Nepal. It also, Ghazali, take us through the kind of aircrafts that are used. They could be very small planes, perhaps doing many rounds, considering the fact that this airlines did not have too many aircrafts.
Yes, this was a short distance. Say the flight was to cover a very short distance of less than an hour from Kathmandu to Pokhara, and perhaps these are the small flights or small capacity, sitting capacity flights which are operating from the Kathmandu International Airport. Beyond that what could be the reason, or whether it is it was a small distance flight and that is why a short duration flight, that why it caught fire, can't be said as of now. No speculations as of now, but the airport safety, or say the flight safety, is certainly one thing which is concerning in Nepal, going by its track record of accidents every year. And Vishnu also mentioned a number of accidents which have been reported in the last 12 months from Nepal, and some of them had a similar nature of occurrence, or the occurrence or the reason of the accident were of similar nature, that flights was carrying fire mid-air, or while taking off, or while landing at the airport. So as far as the quality is concerned, the Nepal's aircrafts have been sort of carrying passengers and cargo as well to far-flung areas in the world. So it certainly has to do with the flight safety and the safety measures at the airport, which perhaps could have led to this accident.
Right, high terrains are difficult, of course, and to top that, of course, also when it comes to the facilities and the equipment, when we talk about the planes in Nepal, considering they're not very new, Ghazali, as from what reports are suggesting, and which is why we've seen an increase in the plane crashes that are being reported. And let's just get you an update here that from what is being reported is at least 68 plane crashes have been reported since 1955. 44 of those crashes have been deadly, and this does not include this plane crash that has taken place in Kathmandu. It has taken place just very close to the runway at the international airport. There you can see visuals of that plane just about taking off and then crashing very, very close to the runway. We have visuals coming, playing out on our screens right now of that flight just about taking off, just a few meters, hadn't really taken off properly, and then crashes just very, very close to the runway.
Yeah, so it's too early to say what exactly went wrong over there. I can tell you that the aircraft was a CRJ-200 aircraft. This is a Canada regional jet aircraft. It's a family of aircraft used around the world. It's a 50-seater aircraft. It's a twin-engine jet aircraft. It was on a flight between Tribhuvan International Airport in Kathmandu and Pokhara. As we've been discussing earlier on, this airport and indeed Nepal has an appalling safety record when it comes to flight safety. Just a cursory look at their air safety record indicates a number of crashes virtually every year, whether it's helicopters or fixed-wing aircraft like this across the country. However, at this juncture, there are too many factors to actually get into to look into what may have caused that crash. Nepal, I should suggest, has a fairly quick system of investigating its own air accidents, and they do quite transparently come out with these air safety reports which talk about what may have resulted in a crash. In this particular case, we do not know. As you mentioned, the aircraft appears to have climbed just a little bit before it plummeted down. I can tell you that this particular airport is a tabletop airport. Landing on this airport is difficult. This, of course, was a different situation. It was taking off. For whatever the reasons were, perhaps the aircraft didn't generate enough thrust on its engines. Perhaps the flap settings were wrong. Perhaps there was a pilot error. Perhaps there was a mechanical error. The digital flight data recorder, which this aircraft is equipped with, and given the fact that the wreckage is so close to the periphery of the runway, that should be recovered. And the last moments of the crash, not just the audio of the pilots, but also the data from the aircraft itself and various systems on board should be available to investigators, hopefully, to sort of figure out what went wrong.
Vishnu, given the terrain and the unpredictable weather, especially during the monsoon season, are there just some specific kind of planes that are allowed in this region?
Airport wide-body, commercial aircraft, including Airbus A330s, are used. I believe 777 flights have also taken place. So it's not really about the airport in this particular case. It is about the circumstances of the crash, which we don't really know anything about. This was on its takeoff run. The CRJ is it's an excellent aircraft around the world. It's used very, very commonly. But what exactly happened, I realize everybody wants to know, but frankly, at this stage, it could take days, weeks, perhaps even months for a safety experts to come to some sort of conclusion. But yes, in other parts of Nepal, there are a lot of destinations served only by helicopter. There are other destinations where small propeller-driven turboprop aircraft operate. We've seen crashes of different types of aircraft in Nepal for all sorts of reasons. Mechanical error, pilot error on several occasions, including a horrific one last year in which 70 plus people lost their lives when a pilot accidentally effectively shut down the engine with the aircraft stalling and then crashing. On a flight to Pokhara, in fact, this aircraft was on its way to Pokhara today.
Vishnu, is this one of the planes that needs a shorter takeoff and landing airfield?
It has a very robust short takeoff and landing performance. But in this particular case, Tribhuvan International Airport has a long runway, which, as I mentioned, can cater for wide-body commercial aircraft, including the Airbus A330. That is in use by Royal Nepal Airlines as well. So it's not the length of the runway in this case which would be a factor. It would be other reasons, including, as I mentioned, a variety of reasons which investigators would be looking at. Let me repeat some of those reasons. Possibly a pilot error, mechanical defect, an engine defect, or some strange weather phenomena which prevented the aircraft from actually gaining altitude. But that seems quite unlikely because it's not as if the CRJ-200 is an underpowered aircraft. Not at all.
Right. Vishnu, they're explaining to us that the kind of airlines this was, the kind of aircraft this was that has crashed at the international airport just minutes after it was trying to take off. So it was a very, it was extremely soon after takeoff when 19 people on board that flight, a flight that has crashed at the international airport of Kathmandu, a flight that was to take off for Pokhara. We have Ghazali with us. Ghazali, take us through, it is the monsoon season. What were the weather conditions like? Any report on visibility levels? Also, in regard to this plane, if you could explain to us, and also definitely also any update as far as those on board are concerned. We do know that 5 people so far have lost their lives.
Yeah, as far as the status of those who were on board, what we can pick up right now is that 18 bodies have been recovered. Out of the 19 were on board. The pilot has been rushed to the hospital. He is admitted there. His medical condition is not known. So we can confirm, as per the local reports, you can confirm that out of those 19 who were on board, the body of 18 people have been recovered. The fire has been put off there by the firefighting team. And also the rescue operation is still going on at the site right now. What we know that what could be the exact reason, the exact reason is not known yet. Once this part of the rescue operation gets over, that all the bodies are recovered, like one more body has to be recovered until the Tribhuvan International Airport spokesperson confirms that everybody on board has not survived or none of them have survived in the crash. As well as the reason of that why did the flight catch fire, and perhaps the initial reports or say what the eyewitness team or the technical team at the airport suggests that perhaps due to the impact of taking off, the plane caught fire, which was only visible or noticed once it was mid-air, and it crashed minutes after taking off from the from the Kathmandu International Airport for Pokhara. And we don't know yet that the weather condition, as per the official spokesperson and as per the local reports, was quite normal. So the exact reason is still not known, that what would be the reason behind this accident once the pilot also recovers from his injury, because his medical condition is also not known. But we are being told that he has been rushed to the hospital for now, and his body was recovered minutes after the firefighting team and the rescue team reached the airport.
Right. Ghazali, from what is being reported is most of these crashes that have been reported from Nepal have often been due to poor visibility, and that is most often when the aircraft have hit a mountain. But in this case, this was just at the time of takeoff. Visibility perhaps was not an issue, given the fact that it was while they were trying to take off, but they have crash landed right there off the runway itself.
See, barring this particular incident, what the track record suggests is that the airlines over there in Nepal has been plagued by poor safety due to insufficient training and maintenance. So flight safety is certainly an issue, but whether that was the reason why this accident took place, we can't speculate on that until the official reason is shared by the Tribhuvan International Airport officials, that what was the possible reason there. As far as the flight safety and the quality is concerned, we know that the European Union has banned the Nepal carriers moving into their country. So certainly flight safety or the safety standard is one issue which Nepal has been struggling with for the last couple of years. And on an average, if you see the track record of the air crashes or the incidents of air crashes which has taken place in Nepal, it's on an average one air crash or the plane crash or the plane accident, let's say, on a broader term, has been reported from Nepal every year. So perhaps in this particular incident, whether the weather was an issue, whether the visibility was an issue, or perhaps it was the impact of taking off, which also sort of suggests or hints towards the quality of the aircraft, could be one reason. But once the bodies are recovered and once we hear it from the official sources of the reason behind this accident, then only we can confirm that what was the reason for this particular accident.
Ghazali, traveling by road is not even considered a very safe option when it comes to Nepal. Many accidents, many deadly accidents have been reported as well. So, especially when it comes to the tourist season, for tourists, how does one really travel to Nepal, considering the fact that the local planes are not very safe, and even traveling by road is not very safe?
No, this is a big concern for passengers, not just in Nepal, but for the tourists who come to Nepal from other countries. And it is widely known that for the short distance tourist spots, people generally travel by air from Kathmandu to the nearby spots because it is less time consuming as usual. But it also sort of compromises the safety if such incidents are reported frequently from Nepal. And this is not an isolated incident. We can also quote that in January last year, a tragic incident had taken place when the Yeti Airlines flight crashed near the central city of Pokhara, the same Pokhara where this flight was bound to reach. And all 72 people on board, including passengers and crew members, had lost their lives in the incident. The aircraft in that particular accident plummeted into a steep gorge, breaking into pieces and bursting into flames as it approached Pokhara. So whether that was also due to the flight safety norms, we know that perhaps that is exactly why the European Union has banned all the Nepalese carriers getting into their country. So certainly airport safety or say the flight safety standards are not up to the mark. That is why Nepal is struggling with these flight accidents or mid-air crashes or the fire catching incidents or the plane catching fire after taking off or after landing is why the Nepal's carriers are not considered safe in the European Union. And this one particular incident will only give impetus to the logic that traveling over there could not be very, very safe.
Right, Ghazali, you did mention of that plane crash that took place on that Yeti Airlines last year in January when 72 people lost their lives, including 2 infants. But what the report really suggested by the government-appointed investigators at the time was that it was probably the result of its pilots mistakenly cutting off the power. This is what could have caused that fatal crash in which 72 people died. So, one doesn't really know what is really causing, besides the weather and the terrain. Also, like you mentioned, the flight safety in terms of these small aircrafts that are operating in Nepal to cover very short distance, and of course something that needs to be looked into because this is going to of course have an impact on tourism as well.
ये प्लेन उड़ते हुए इसके अंदर कुछ फनी खराबी आई हुई है, हो सकता है कि बर्ड अटैक हो, लेकिन कुछ कंफर्मेशन नहीं कह सकते। प्लेन जैसे उड़ा है, प्लेन डिसबैलेंस हो गया है और प्लेन जाके जमीन पे गिरा है। ये पिस्टन वाली ऐसी टेक ऑफ है। हो सकता है कि प्लेन ने उड़ने की कोशिश की हो, टेक ऑफ करने की कोशिश की हो, लेकिन हुआ नहीं और वो जाके जमीन पे गिरा है, जिसकी वजह से इस प्लेन के अंदर हादसा हुआ। प्लेन जैसे जमीन पे गिरा है तो उसके बाद जो है ना इसमें धमाका हुआ और धमाके के बाद काले धुएं उड़ना स्टार्ट हो गए। इस प्लेन की अगर बात करें 18 के करीब लोगों की मौत का नोटिफिकेशन जारी हो चुका है, जिसमें 17 से 18 लोगों की मौत हो चुकी है। पायलट बच चुका है, लेकिन पायलट की भी हालत काफी ज्यादा नाजुक है। कुछ कह नहीं सकते कि भाई पायलट बच सकता है या नहीं बच सकता, क्योंकि पायलट काफी ज्यादा खराब है। प्लेन के अंदर 18 कौन लोग थे, नेपाली थे या इंडियन थे, इसके अभी तक कंफर्मेशन नहीं आई, लेकिन ये कहा जा रहा है कि 18 के करीब लोगों की जान जा चुकी है। 2023 के अंदर भी इसी तरीके से एक हादसा हुआ था नेपाल के अंदर पोखरा एयरपोर्ट पे, और अभी काठमांडू एयरपोर्ट पे ये हादसा हो चुका है, जिसके अंदर हमने सीसीटीवी वीडियो देखी और टेलीविजन मीडिया का रिपोर्ट देखा।